next session, the next session will be wisdom talk. Okay. Crossing, double crossing the distraction. We may have heard that double crossing from the detective movie, right? So the defilement keeps sending thoughts to us. That trick of defilement is distraction that try to disturb us. But when we know that, how can we handle it? So we double crossing the distraction. Let's see how we do it. Okay, my name's Chayanon, and we will discuss this double crossing the distraction together. Okay, the trick of definement is to create the mindset in our mind so that our anxious mind spend most of the time clinging to the surrounding. They try to pull we out of ourselves, think of many things around us. And while we think of many things around us, it creates anxiety, worries, and sometimes some scare. We should think of ourselves, keep our mind inside, at the center of the body. Think of ourselves, think of benefit of us. But if we think about other people around us, we cannot change that. We cannot change that situation. We cannot change people around us. The only one that we can change is ourselves. So think of yourself first. Don't think of others. Every time you think of others, you hurt yourself. So we should stop hurting ourselves. And those thoughts are what motivates us to stick with or enjoy this temptation. Many passion, temptation to think of everything around us except ourselves, right? So don't follow that thought, don't follow that passion, don't follow that temptation. Because our minds have so much power and abilities. We can think of many things at the same time. Our mind is very powerful that we can think of maybe 100 things at a time. Those thoughts has been created by the defilement. The defilement create the thought to make us think of many things at the same time. So we, fool around with those thoughts, those problems, think of particularly if we have bad experience in the past, it keep coming up, pop up and hurt yourself. And think of future, expect something in future and keep pop up and bother you. So the defilement sees this channel, then creating many thoughts and continually for us to follow. Let us think about that, solve the problem, and many of them we enjoy that solving problem. We enjoy that things that defilement created. These temptations try to distract us from thinking about our own interest and entice us to enjoy the outside world instead. We should think about our own interests, but we enjoy thinking about many things around us, think about peoples around us instead. Once we know it, how do we solve the problem? We know that the defilement tried to make around do about. What should we do is to double crossing the distraction done to us. Remember this, do the same thing that defilement has done to us. How? How can we do that? Yes, but it's not so easy to eliminate those thoughts all at once because we are accustomed to the desires that defilement has created to deceive us, You know, since we were born, they tried to, the defilement tried to tell us that, oh, we gotta protect our property. We don't give anything away without expecting anything in return. Don't forgive because we have the right to be angry. Somebody hurt you verbally and you get angry. And the defilement has created to deceive us by, hey, we have the right. You have the right to be angry. So get angry. If somebody say, hey, just forgive that, let it go, and turn around and walk away, the defilement will do something else. Hey, you lost your pride, you're arrogant, because you have the right to be angry. You have the right according to the law or whatever. And we can think of that. And we used to that because we have been trained since we were born that we have to protect our right, we have to protect our property, we have to protect our arrogance, our pride, our prejudice. We have the right to do that, to do that thing. See this, the way we double cross it. Distract the defilement from its distracting us by concentrating on an object and reciting mantra. You know, they try to keep the defilement, keep drawing our attention to someone, something around us. But to distract the defilement in return, we just concentrate on two things. Why two things instead of eliminate all thought? It's quite difficult to eliminate all thought by at once. So how to distract the defilement from its distracting us is to concentrate on some object and keep reciting mantra. Reduce thoughts from many thoughts at the same time to two things. Concentrate on object and keep reciting mantra. That's the way that we distract the defilement. These are techniques that make us stop thinking, which are effective against the trick of defilement. You see, many schools of meditation try to concentrate on something and keep reciting mantra to pull your mind back to your center. And these are the techniques that make us stop thinking, which are effective against the tricks of defilement. The stepping stone to do that, number one, to give and forgive, to prepare ourselves to meditation. We have to think about to give and forgive. This giving is to give without expecting anything in return. If we give something and expect something in return, then it doesn't work, because you expect something in return and you are not happy. No matter the rate of return on investment, how high it is, you want it more, you are not happy. But to give something away without expecting anything in return, you are happy. And to forgive, to forget. If you can forgive, you can forget. If you cannot forgive, you cannot forget. And you keep remembering that. When you are busy, it's okay. But when you have spare time, it recall that bad experience and keep hurting yourself. So forgive to forget. Observe precept, not to kill, not to steal, not to do adultery, not to tell a lie, and not to consume a high degree of alcohol and drugs. This is the step to prepare ourselves to meditate. Then when we practice meditation, we still our mind, relax body and still our mind. And stop thinking. Stop thinking, because the only weapon from the defilement is shooting some thought in your mind, make you think of something and make you think of many things at a time. The only way to stop the process of defilement is to stop thinking. If you can stop thinking, you can, the defilement cannot do anything. Remember this, the defilement don't do anything to your body because this is physical. Your mind is kind of pure energy, and the defilement is kind of pure energy too. So it creates thought in your mind, and your mind is the one who controls your body to do something. You know, indirect control your body, but the directly control, try to control your mind. So when the stillness reaches a certain level, there is no need to do anything. No concentration, no reciting mantra, because your mind still to a certain level. This is what we call is the art of doing nothing. When you reach that level, we don't need to do anything. Just keep your mind still, and it will be done by itself. That is the art of doing nothing. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the wisdom talk. Now, I think we have a little bit time to question and answer, right?
Yes, that's fine, Kat. We still have members here, and I think maybe some of us have question about this lecture. Maybe Ms. Suwa, do you have anything to share with us today in our Q&A session? Or do you have any questions? You can raise your questions in the session, Kat.
Any question?
I just wanted to say thank you. It's sometimes I'm still learning, so it's still a little bit difficult for me to get rid of all my thoughts, but every time it gets a little bit better. So I'm really enjoying it, and I'm glad I can attend here and listen to this knowledge, and thank you very much. It's a lot for me. Thank you.
Think of yourself first, that like somebody hurt you verbally, and if you do the same back to them, it's just like you hold a piece of fire to, you want to throw that to them, but before you throwing that, it burns your hand. So instead of throwing that, you hurt yourself first. So think about yourself. If somebody hurt you, verbally. If you forgive and turn around and walk away, that's the best way to take care of yourself and your body and mind. Try that. It works. It works. Okay. Any question again?
Yes, for Mr. Tonam Kai. Please proceed your question. Unmute yourself. Thank you, Kamisu. I would like to be one of your. I would like to encourage.
Thank you.
I talked to myself, sorry. I did unmute myself. Okay, Mr. Tonam, it's your turn. Please proceed your question. I asked unmute. Okay.
Hello. Well, I have a question. What about what to do if those things keep coming back to you? Like, because it was mentioned that don't think about it, avoid them. But what about if it always keep on encountering you? So, because I have a prior experience last semester. I have a classmate. He insulted me in front of my group mates, and then, well, I don't hold any grudges towards him because I don't know, maybe he has different upbringing at that time. So I tend to forgive him, but of course not forget that night. And then, so because I'm a person that also avoids conflict as much as possible, I want to avoid conflict. So I wanted to avoid him because I thought that if I keep on interacting with him, it might destroy me. But unfortunately, I don't know if it's unfortunately, but this semester he's also again my classmate. So it keeps coming back, the thoughts that I had for him. So, I don't think it's making me healthy mentally. So what to do if it keeps on coming back to you?
Let me put it this way. When you watching the movie, you can only have some emotion along the movie playing, but you cannot go into the movie and play it as you like. You have to only watch the movie. So when we have something happen to yourself, somebody hurt you verbally, pretending that you watching movie, that just watch and that's it at the end of movie, and you walk away and you cannot do anything in the movie. So if you use that notion to handle the real life, then it's safe for you, and it make you, if you get angry, then you record those anger in your file. But if you say, okay, forgive, turn around, walk away, and you don't have anything in your file, in your in your memory, so you have nothing to recall that. So pretend to do that. It sounds quite. It sounds hard to be done, but think that way. Set your mindset in that way, then couple of time that you practice that, you will get used to that, and you will win every situation. Okay.
Yes, I also do agree. I also do agree with the venerable suggestion, because I myself also experienced about this kind of things as well. I think it's very normal for all of us, because we are still a humankind, and we also have like something like this to have to encounter in our daily life. And I feel like when I encountered something like this kind of problems, it's because that I practice meditation as well, so like frequently. So that's why it's easier for me. This is in my point of view. So it's kind of like easier for me to let something down, let it go, and let it be. Yeah, I also have something the same, like this kind of situation, Mr. Tonam, the same with you. But I think one of the way, if you're interested in meditation, it's just like maybe this can help, because when we practice meditation, we just like let everything go. We cut off every experience or anything. We don't do anything when we practice meditation. Just like go and let it go, and then we experience something inside ourselves. So maybe this could help you. So I'm not sure, because it has many things and many ways that we can deal with the situation, and I cannot like suggest anyone to do the same as me, because we are different. But let's like choose something that suits you. Know how to, but actually I would like to encourage everyone here. I know that we experience a lot of things and encounter problems in our daily life. So this group is kind of family. So we share our experience, and then we get or receive like something like a reward for our heart to fight, to keep fighting. I would like to encourage Mr. Tonam to to overcome this kind of situation, and also the same as Sylvia. I'm not sure what happened to you, but okay, I will be one of your little hearts to encourage both of you. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences in our in this session. Thank you so much, both of you, Mr. Tonam and Sylvia, and thank you so much, Venerable, for Dhamma and like the wisdom that we have, we can apply in our daily life. Thank you so much. Anyone would like to share your experience in this session? And I got a message from Miss Helen. Thank you so much. A beautiful presentation, Sadhu. Thank you so much, Miss Helen. I feel so grateful today. Very. Yes, Mr. Tonam.
Can I share another experience? Because it was mentioned earlier that during the meditation to think about the good deeds that we did before. So one time she was my previous professor, and then she visited my university for another reason. So I know her, but she did not know me, because I think because teachers know faces a lot of students over the years. And then I tried to help her, because the issue was, her problem was that she was not allowed to enter the university. So I tried to help her by like asking the guard, oh, she can come inside and I will handle her. And it's my responsibility if she will do something bad inside the university. So I thought I want to try, I want to help her. So I thought that I did something good, because I have the option to like don't think about her and just go to like think that she's not in there, like continue walking, for example, pretend that I don't know her, for example. But I stopped and then asked her what's the problem and asked the guard to let her in. But it keeps coming back to me, because the whole duration until the end, until she left the university, she um she never thanked me. It's kind of hard to think that she never thanked me with the good deed that I did to her, as well as I don't know, maybe she was just really really angry to what happened, and she keeps on putting her anger towards me. So the experience was not really that great, despite of like trying to do something good. So how when meditating a while ago, I tried to think of the good deed that I did. However, it keeps bothering me, her reaction to the actions that I gave to her, I offered to her. So I want to ask how to overcome those things.
Okay, I think we practice to forgive. If we can forgive, we can forget. But if we cannot forgive, we keep remembering that when we have time, spare time, especially when we still our mind in meditation, it pop up. When your mind getting still, your mind is quite sensitive and getting neutral, that everything will pop up. So I suggested practice how to forgive. It's hard to forgive because we think about our pride, we think of our arrogance, we think of if we let those things away and forgive, but not forgive just saying that I forgive you, but deep in your heart, well, I'm waiting for my turn or something like that. Just forgive, and from your heart, from your mind. When we see him, see her again, it just we first met. Just the one we first met, and you can talk to the one that you just see somebody and say something like that. Forget about the past experience. It's hard, but you can do it. Okay, I think.
Yes, I think it's good time that we have like some conversations in this session. And thank you for Mr. Tonam for raising your question in this session as well. Thank you so much, and I hope you can overcome your experience. I mean, circumstances happen to you during your university life. Yeah, it will be an experience, and it too shall pass. I mean, it will be like your experience when you get older and older, like you have a lot of experience about this, so you can like, oh, this is easy for me to handle, something like that. Okay, I encourage you, Mr. Tanam, and also Ms. Sylvia as well. All right, thank you so much, everyone. I think it's a great time that we have to say goodbye for this time. But we will see each other again. Mr. Tanam, this is your first met that we meet each other. So don't forget to join our program next time. And also Ms. Sylvia as well. Thank you so much for joining us. And also everyone here, Ms. Helen, Ms. Kathleen, Ms. Emily, Nuna, our staff, and the Kun Paul. Thank you so much. And I think it's a good time that we have to take a rest at the moment. So we'll pay respect to the Venerable today, because today he presented very, very well, and also the wisdom talk that we can apply the knowledge in our daily life. I think it's very useful for all of us. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your kindness, Venerable. So we'll pay respect to him together by bowing 3 times. Bow, bow, bow.